saying that life has taken a turn for the better for Caroline Wozniacki in the last couple of months does not really cover it. First she got engaged to former NBA star David Lee during an off-season holiday in November, and now she is, at last, the Grand Slam champion she always dreamed about. All the sweeter is that came after a grueling, high-stakes Australian Open final. It crackled with intensity and was among the best of recent years, featuring either men or women. And Melbourne Park has seen some good ones of late. Wozniacki held her nerve and kept her physical condition to defeat Simona Halep 7-6, 3-6, 6-4 in 2 hours and 49 minutes of gripping combat, with the result in doubt until she fell to the floor in sobbing delight at the end. It completed a remarkable turnaround from a week last Wednesday, when she had trailed little-known Croatian Jana Fet 5-1 in a deciding set and had to fend off 2 match points. Now she was tackling one of the most loaded championship matches ever in women's tennis, the world #1 spot at stake. A winner's purse of £2.3 million and, most importantly, the authenticity of being a true champion. Wozniacki returns to #1 exactly 6 years after relinquishing the position. A record gap in women's tennis. For both players it offered an escape route from the status of being a slamless world #1. Halep has to continue living with that, while Wozniacki, so often the nearly woman, is free. "I'm just proud I will never hear you were #1 but never won a Grand Slam again," said the Dane, who less than 18 months ago had seen her ranking fall to number 74 after various ailments. After 2 lost major finals it looked like she might be the perennial bridesmaid. "All I could tell myself was, you know what? You've given it everything you have. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I think you always, at certain points, especially when you start having injuries and stuff, you start maybe doubting if you're ever going to be 100% healthy for longer periods of time. But I think for a year and a half, I've proved that I can beat anyone out there on court. But when you're in the finals, I'm not going to lie, I was really nervous before going out there." She succeeds her close friend Serena Williams as Australian champion, and the American was quick to tweet her congratulations. She was apparently too nervous to watch, so happy. "Are those tears? Yup, they are. From a year ago to today I am so proud, my friend, so proud," she said. It was Williams who invited her on a girls' holiday to Miami in 2014 after Rory McIlroy broke off their engagement. Right now there may be a sense of happy ever after for both women. Later that year Wozniacki decided to run in the New York Marathon as a project to focus her mind on something, and ended up recording an impressive time of 3 hours and 26 minutes, only 37 minutes longer than this final. She has always had a natural durability as an athlete, and rarely has that been more important than in this match. Played in steaming heat in the early evening. That was a key difference between the pair, especially as Halep has contended with foot and ankle problems over the fortnight. Not for the first time. Medical timeouts called by both players turned out to be of significance. Halep called one at 2-3 in the second set to have her blood pressure taken because she was feeling ill. She came out afterwards and romped home to the second set with renewed purpose as the Dane lost some of her focus. There then followed a 10-minute break, under WTA heat rules, allowing for the players to physically regroup. The next 3 games took 34 minutes. It was no surprise there were some brilliant rallies between these two excellent movers. And at 4-3 Wozniacki seemed to be flinching at a breakdown. She called the trainer on to administer strapping to the knee and then came to win the next 3 games and the title. The hiatus came before her opponent's serve, although it should be said the gracious Halep did not have any complaints later. "She was better, she was fresher," said the Romanian, who is to undergo a series of MRIs. "I was really tired. I had so many problems at my feet, pain everywhere. But, you know, I think I did pretty well with all the things that were going on." The final points count was 110-108. With each player having 5 breaks of serve. The statistics of the match were almost identical on both sides of the ledger,